Okay, welcome back to the Bootleg Corner Movie Review Hours, and this time we'll be going in the direction of a murder mystery starring Keira Knightley called The Woman in Cabin 10. Now, this one I think was produced by Netflix or greenlit by Netflix Studios, and it released on the 10th of October. I decided to give it a try, give it a watch, because I mean it's Keira Knightley that is the major actor, the major character in that. And let me just say, my first thoughts coming out of that movie, I don't think they are very palatable. I do not think they are very palatable. And the next few minutes, I'll be telling you why and how my thoughts came about and how my conclusions came about after seeing this movie. Now, the plot of this one follows a journalist who is invited onto a yacht by a billionaire to tell their story, because they are going to be doing a fundraiser, giving away some money to charity for cancer patients and stuff like that. And in this one, Keira Knightley is the journalist who is invited onto this yacht. Billionaires, captains of industry, people who are basically the movers and shakers as far as economic and financial might go. And she gets invited. I come from another journalistic endeavor which had left, I think, her witness dead after the woman had spoken to her. But she thought this one was going to be like an easy stuff. Just go in there, write some stories, some glowing words about billionaires who are coming together to do something fantastic for a common public cause and stuff like that. But in the end, things get twisted when she finally gets to the yacht, and that is where the murder mystery and everything comes about. Now, with the elite, there was supposed to be some sort of aura of mystique, some snobbery, some risk, some feeling of being above it all, and I did not feel that in the least bit. And that was where believability was crumbling almost as soon as the movie started. As soon as they went to the yacht, and I was seeing everyone, I was like, okay, before they opened their mouths, I started speaking and the action started flowing. I was thinking, okay, there is something we can work with there. But as the movie progressed, it was falling flat, it was falling apart rapidly. So the believability just kept sinking further and further below the line. And one of the first things I've said about movies, I think, when I started this stuff, is believability is one of the most important things a movie has to have for it to achieve any level of success or to connect with its audience. Once a movie has no believability or its characters cannot deliver the required level of believability for that particular story, script or plot, you've basically just tripped on the first hurdle. Now, with Keira Knightley playing the reporter or the journalist who was invited to this yacht with billionaires and stuff, she was basically too naive, I don't really understand, because she was coming from a very dangerous situation where the only witness she had spoken to for a journalistic piece had been drowned by whoever was there who didn't want the truth to come out. And now she's going into a different situation and seeing how things have taken an immediate left turn, with someone having been thrown overboard and having been killed, and everybody's doubting her and thinking she's saying things. In the aftermath of that, she was so naive, so naive. She was voicing out observations without any thought, without any thinking of secrecy or anything, talking to Ben when she knows that Ben has been with these guys, he has been following them, taking all their pictures and stuff. She doesn't even know what Ben's, I don't know if his moral leanings or what his friends right now look like. She was basically like a lost bird in the wind, just flapping around, doing things without any sense of privacy, any sense of security about her. And for someone who has supposedly been in such a situation before that led to the death of someone in her previous journalistic piece before coming to this yacht, and now doing things like this without any regard for safety. I mean, come on. You've told, like, the story is saying that this woman has experienced something just as violent as a result of the piece she put out, and now she's seeing that things are not going the way they're supposed to be. They are doubting her sanity, basically, on the things she's seen, and everybody's acting as if her mental capacity is floundering or something. And she's just talking, just rambling, telling everybody about everything she's seen. I understand the feeling of panic, but what I don't understand is when she's now seeing that these guys, they do not think she's seeing what she's seeing, and they're starting to treat her in a manner that is not very palatable and is not very welcoming. That should be the point she now takes a step back, now retreats into herself to now keep her conclusions and whatever she's observing to herself. But she was still like going around talking about as if these are her fellow colleagues or something. So it was very off-putting to see someone who's supposed to be experienced in matters like this acting in a very, very open manner in a very sensitive topic. I mean, come on. Now, the body double for Anne, who had replaced Mr. Boomer's wife, I mean, she had no plan. She knew everything that was happening was going incredibly wrong. and she knew that they had basically Boma killed his wife in front of her, and she had no plan of her own to do things a different way or to escape in the end, because like someone who has the temerity to kill his wife in front of you, throw her overboard, his wife of how many years, what do you think he's going to do? Like why does Keira Knightley's character have to spell these things out to her? It would have even been better if this body double had a secret plan of her own to basically to double cross him in some way in the aftermath of her having signed the will and stuff. But she had to have Keira Knightley's character to tell her that they were going to kill her. I mean, this is basic stuff. Someone who has the temerity and the crassness and the boldness to kill his own wife in front of you, throw her body out overboard into the sea, and you think you are safe in the aftermath of it. I mean, come on. It would have been better, there would have been a better twist if she was also planning to double cross Mr. Boma. But like, she was just stumbling around, still thinking everything was all nice and rosy, and when she signs the will, then she'll be let go. I mean, come on. Now the next thing is the script was so easy to follow, so predictable, so basically a straight up and down story. And to reference battle rapper Oludadon when he was battling Charlie Clips, he said this:
"Them boys like the next exit off the highway. They know when to get off. You tell them it's coming a mile away."
Basically, they've shown us the exit a mile away. You know that the twist is coming. We know, like, the story, there's nothing surprising that is happening. This is supposed to be a murder mystery, for Christ's sake, and the mystery is not mystery. There is no mystery here. It's basically 1 + 1 = 2. There's nothing surprising or shocking here. In the entirety of the story, it was so straightforward. There was no guile, there was no trick, there was no cleverness. Like I said it on my Twitter account when I was talking about this movie, when I said the movie was 1 hour 30 minutes, and we're going to know if 1 hour 30 minutes was enough for the story, or if you should may cut down even more. And after watching everything that this story has given us, 1 hour 30 minutes, I don't think it should have been that long. And I think that's as harsh as it wants to be. If a movie is too long, not because of they took too much time, because movies are usually in the 2-hour time limit, and some movies go over 3 hours. But if a movie is 1 hour 30 minutes and it's supposed to be a murder mystery, and my conclusion is the movie is too long, I mean, what can we say? If a mystery movie, out of all things, a mystery movie cannot be interesting enough for the viewer, for the audience, cannot be captivating enough, cannot be everything you want a movie to be as far as mystery is concerned, I mean, what are we doing here? 1 hour 30 minutes of a mystery movie, and my conclusion is this movie has gone on for way too long, way longer than the script and everything that this movie required. I mean, you can draw your conclusions from there. You can really draw your conclusions from there. And once again with Keira Knightley's character, after she had almost been killed by the doctor and the ship captain, escaping with her life, then the next thing she does when she goes into the Boma properties, when she escaped from the beach and all that, is to go and talk to another of Mr. Boma's employees. I mean, what kind of character is this? You've basically seen his family doctor and the captain of his ship try to kill you, and the next thing you are trying to do is to trust another of his employees who you don't even know on which side they stand. And she's even showing her the only copy of the will that she had. So what if that employee wasn't sympathetic to her plight, wasn't an upright person, basically? You are basically showing her the only copy of the will, telling her everything, standing in front of her with no defense, no weapons, no tools, nothing. Just basically hoping and thinking and praying that the capacity of human goodwill is what is carrying her. I mean, come on. Come on. And in the end, with the gala that was done to celebrate Anne's passing and Anne's charitable contribution and all that stuff, I even thought at least there would have been a masked gala, or at least to create some kind of mystique for when Keira Knightley's character would sneak into the gala and stuff like that. But it was basically plain faces, no mask. Everybody, like, she basically walked in with no resistance or nothing. Even if they knew that her death hadn't been confirmed, although the doctor had told him that she would most likely have died. But the death wasn't confirmed, so there should have been at least a lookout. But it was so easy for her to walk in. Then she now went to the stage, no security stopping her or anything, now took the mic. I mean, come on. And the capitulation of Mr. Boma was just, I mean, like, this guy is supposed to be a below. Like, when I say again, these people have no believability. There should be an aura around it. This is someone who's supposed to be a billionaire, someone who's supposed to be basically one of the elites. Where is that aura? Where is that you cannot touch me feel? Where is it? Like, guy, everything from here on was just looking so crass, so rough. He looked like a thug, basically. Picking a knife, putting it on Anne's neck, and started screaming and telling everybody that's going to come on. Then, after he took Anne out of the building, then he was now taken out to the boat. Then Keira Knightley ran upon him and shouted to him to drop the knife, and he just shouted, "Or what?" And that was when I just started laughing. Like, like, please, like, what? Why? I was just thinking, what am I watching? She did not have nothing on her hand. It was when now we turned to the other side, we now saw that the chief of security was holding a gun. But I don't think Keira Knightley even saw that up until that point. She just went and told him to drop the knife, and he was like, "Oh, what are you or what? What do you have to threaten me with to drop the knife?" Like, I was just laughing when as the movie was just getting to the end. I was just laughing because I could not believe my eyes. Basically, I could not believe this was like basically just a waste of resources and a waste of acting capacity, because all these guys, we've seen them in other movies, and this is what I've said before. When you see people in other movies and they look great, they look fantastic, it's not a running theme with them that they are always in bad movies, then you can say, okay, you are blaming them. You've seen most of these guys in this movie in different amazing movies, and when they combine together in one movie and they start looking like they've never seen an acting script before, then who is the producer, who is the director, who are the people in charge, basically? So The Woman in Cabin 10, this is how many movies have I seen this year, basically? But this is bad. This is bad. Like, this is bad to the point where I don't even know what rating to give it. But I'm going to say one thing: it should have been shorter. This movie could have been completed in less than 30 minutes. And I wrote this on my Twitter account for you to show you how bad it was. How bad it was. So, The Woman in Cabin 10, these are my thoughts, these are my feelings, these are my conclusions from watching this movie. If you feel that otherwise, or if you feel I'm too harsh or not harsh enough, I mean, the comment section is there for all of us to meet and greet. This is still the Bootleg on the Bootleg Corner. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to follow, and all that stuff. Keep it locked in, and I'll be back.